Gentlemen, after smuggling illegal amphetamines through airport security, injecting them in the cramped bathroom of a 737, choking the life out of a stewardess, ripping the aircraft door off its hinges, and leaping from the plane at 40,000 feet, I now find myself stranded in Poland. Though it's not all bad. See, Poland has a larger than normal population of beautiful women, and shortly after landing, I got a call from one such woman named Miquella, who gave me an offer I couldn't refuse.
I promise you, 1,000-year voyage guided by compassion.
You sound so fucking hot. In today's Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree video, I'll be attempting to rescue Miquella from the realm of shadow in exchange for safe passage out of Central Europe. However, standing in my way are a host of dragons, demigods, and Canadian men, all sharing the overwhelming desire to bend me over a table and give new meaning to the word tarnished. Will I succeed in navigating this world of all-powerful kings and unfathomable horrors, save Miquella, and escape Central Europe with my new wife? Or will I experience a complete psychic breakdown that results in something unfortunate happening to the Polish? Only one way to know. But first, War Thunder! That's right, gentlemen, this video is sponsored by War Thunder. Do you want to die in a war? Do you dream of spending weeks at sea, surrounded by men? Do you want to bomb the French? Yes, of course you do. Of course you want to bomb the French. What better place than in War Thunder, the most comprehensive vehicle combat game ever made. Did I mention it's completely free? With over 2,500 tanks, planes, helicopters, and ships belonging to over 10 major nations, ranging from the biplanes and armored cars of World War I to the fighter jets and battle tanks of today. There's no shortage of ways to obliterate a small town. If you're like me, then immersion is incredibly important in military games. While the realistic graphics, authentic sounds, and incredibly detailed vehicles are nice, War Thunder takes it a step further. Every vehicle is intricately modeled down to its individual components, meaning you can target and disable specific systems like weapons, fuel, or even the pilot. With a worldwide community of over 70 million players, epic PvP battles, and a complete wealth of high-quality content, there's simply no game better suited for people autistically obsessed with military history. I should know, I'm one of them. Play War Thunder right now for free on PC, PlayStation, or Xbox. Use my link in the pinned comment or video's description to sign up. New players and those who haven't played in 6 months will also receive a massive bonus pack that includes multiple premium vehicles, the exclusive Vehicle Decorator Eagle of Valor, 100,000 Silver Lions, and 7 days of premium. Available only for a limited time, so don't miss out. Now, back to the video. To get to the Realm of Shadow and begin the DLC, first we have to defeat the bosses Redon and Moog. Should be easy enough. I mean, I've beaten them before. Granted, I haven't played this game in over 2 years, and I left off in New Game Plus, but those are just details. My first target was Redon, a well-respected general and legendary warrior, whose mind was slowly rotting away due to prolonged exposure to Central Europeans. In an attempt to put an end to his waking nightmare, his most loyal men are gathering to participate in a festival of war. Since I too hate Europeans, I felt a degree of kinship with Redon and decided to join in on this festival. As a sign of respect for this great warrior, I armed myself with replicas of Redon's armor and swords and headed into the arena. Redon sat upon a hilltop, mounted on his great steed. Seizing the initiative, he launched a volley of arrows at me. I dodged the incoming attacks and began summoning my NPC allies onto the field before mounting my own steed and charging towards him. My tactics were simple: ride around like a moron, swinging and missing with my sword, while the summoned NPCs do most of the work. After exchanging a few blows with Redon, I gained the upper hand and with one final blow, struck this legendary warrior down, putting him to rest in the most honorable way possible. With Redon defeated, I made my way into a massive underground cavern to face the Realm of Shadow's second guardian. This is Moog, a blood-crazed megalomaniac whose body was physically mutated by his rampant homosexuality. Unlike Redon, I feel zero kinship with Moog. High on my victory over Redon, I assumed this battle would be over quickly. I was wrong. Much like a 14-year-old alone with his favorite Minecraft YouTuber, I was bent over and fought relentlessly. This was a bit of an eye-opener to how out of practice I truly was. Wait, hold on, wait. Holy shit, go! Go! Yes! Yes!
Fuck it.
After 25 summonless attempts, I broke down and summoned the Mimic Tier, which resulted in a complete and overwhelming victory. Turns out, All I needed to beat Moog was 2 of me. And before you judge me for using a mimic, at least I'm not a mage. Fuck you, mages. With Moog dead, I was now free to enter the Realm of Shadow. As I stepped out into this new world, I spotted a giant flaming wicker basket in the distance. Much like a cop having dinner with his loving wife, I was unable to resist the urge to walk over and hit it as hard as I could. That did no damage. Maybe some mountains just weren't meant to be climbed. Soon after entering the Realm of Shadow, I met a woman named Freya, who informed me that Miquella was within the castle just up the road. I made my way to the castle, stepped inside, and was greeted by a giant insect dropping down from the ceiling. I don't like that. I don't like that either. I fought my way through the tide of insects and made my way to the streets of this massive castle. While exploring the castle and introducing myself to the locals, I came across an elderly woman in a storeroom. Remember, gentlemen, upon meeting an old person, it is perfectly acceptable to hit them repeatedly over the head until they suffer a massive aneurysm. Eventually, my exploration of the castle brought me to a great set of double doors. This is obviously a boss room, right? Yep, it's a boss room. This is the Divine Beast, the first major boss of the DLC. At first glance, this creature appears to be an eldritch amalgamation of human and beast, with its beautiful yet chaotic movements, terrifying visage, and powerful elemental abilities. However, a quick peek under the curtain reveals what the beast truly is. 2 gay men dancing in a lion suit. The magic is gone. God is dead. There's nothing divine here, just a pair of furries. And as a straight white man, I hate furries. I summoned the mimic and a legendary beatdown began, which resulted in me successfully educating the 2 men on why it's wrong to be different. With the 2 men defeated, I was free to head deeper into the castle. I was getting close to Miquella. I could feel it. Nothing was gonna get in my way. My journey to Miquella was quickly halted by a large cluster of shadowy brambles. If I wanted to reach Miquella, I needed a way to burn through them. The only one with a fire strong enough was Messmer, a demigod who rules over these lands from the Shadowkeep. Blocking the path to the Shadowkeep is Castle Enus. I rode across the great bridge leading to Castle Enus and came face to face with the castle's guardian. To the untrained eye, this appears to be just an ordinary human man, but it turns out he's also Hispanic. Hola and adios. After navigating Castle Enus, I finally came to the boss room. Inside is a woman named Rolana, and considering she wasn't given the dignity of a cutscene, I figured she'd be pretty easy. I was wrong. While she was able to satisfy my lifelong dream of being pegged by a woman, there's only so much rectal punishment one man can take before it starts getting a little old. I simply lacked both the strength and skill to beat Rolana. I left Castle Enus and Rolana behind, choosing instead to explore the vast mountain range to my south. Not long into my exploration, I encountered a homeless man who appeared to have just had a grudge match with a steamroller, as both of his legs are broken and a steady stream of incomprehensible nonsense was pouring from his mouth.
And I dream a Goomba was shocking my cock.
I left him to his ramblings and continued on. Eventually, my journey to the mountains led me to find 2 dragons seemingly in the middle of a territorial dispute. Now class, when it comes to conflict management, who can tell me the best way to solve a disagreement? You could try moderating their communication and help them find a middle ground. Close! The answer we were looking for is kill them both for involving you in their problems. After killing the dragons, I heard a familiar voice call out to me. It was the homeless man again, now capable of speaking coherently. Apparently his name is Egon, and according to him, there's a tyrannical dragon named Bale at the peak of this mountain. Naturally, I was quite intrigued. So intrigued, in fact, that I didn't stop to question how exactly Egon made it here before me. Following Egon's directions, I ascended the mountain. The climb was quite long, with lightning strikes and dragon corpses littering the mountainside, which, I'll admit, added to the buildup of this boss quite substantially. This buildup eventually paid off when I reached the mountain's peak, and Bale dropped on top of me out of nowhere, threw me in a corner, and began to beat the living shit out of me. In a panic, I activated a golden summon sigil on the ground, which summoned none other than Egon. Holy shit, this guy's kinda hype. However, even with the hype machine that is Egon by my side, with a hail of harpoons, Bale still proved to be a bit of a challenge. Holy shit! Stop. What the fuck? Well, I think it's time for a bit of a montage. Bale was fucking awesome. The fight was a complete visual spectacle and a great way to polish up my rusty Elden Ring skills. With renewed confidence, I returned to Rellana. With the Mimic Tear at my side, I was able to conquer my fear of women by killing Rellana and claiming her swords. Rellana's death opened up the path to the Shadow Keep, and wasting no time, I raced across the fields towards its gates. Inside, I came face to face with the castle's guardian, this really big hippo. If you didn't know, I'm a pretty big animal rights activist, and since humans are animals, I should have the right to hunt any animal for sport. Man is at the top of the food chain after all, and I demonstrated this by stabbing the hippo repeatedly in the face until it stopped moving, and put it on display in my living room. It seems Messmer has a similar philosophy as me, as when I stepped into his storeroom, I found a great many animal corpses on display. Maybe he and I will end up getting along. I climbed my way up through the storeroom, fought several fire knights, which, if you didn't know, are the video game equivalent of jamming nails into your testicles, and eventually made it to Messmer's chambers. This is Mesmer, a tall, lanky man with severe mommy issues and an autistic obsession with fire, snakes, and genocide. He's essentially every bisexual girl's ideal boyfriend. However, I didn't have time for an I can fix him mentality. Miquella needed rescuing, and this guy was standing in my way. Mesmer launched himself at me in a flashy explosion, and the battle began. Completely abandoning my honor, I immediately brought out both the Mimic and, this guy. I don't know who this is, I don't know why they hate Mesmer, but welcome to the team. While Mesmer was a strong opponent, there was unfortunately little he could do to stop this three-man beatdown, which quickly resulted in his death. From his corpse, I claimed Mesmer's flame and was now able to burn the brambles, keeping me from Miquella. I approached an arcane altar and presented Mesmer's flame, igniting the brambles and being teleported to the castle that was once obscured in shadow. I'd made it, the final dungeon of the DLC. Initially, I thought most of the enemies in this dungeon were fairly easy to deal with. My opinion quickly changed when I encountered this man. I hate him so much more than the Fire Knights. Looks like it's time to bust out old Reliable. Goodbye, Great Katana. Hello, Dual Colossal Swords. Hello, Lion Man. Goodbye, Lion Man. I continued fighting my way through the castle until finally I'd made it. The Great Fog Wall signifying the end to my quest. If I could defeat the Guardian behind it, then Miquella would be free, and I could finally leave Europe behind. I confidently strode through the fog wall to face the final Guardian. Holy fuck, it's Redon. Redon! What are you doing here? Wait. Hold on. Wait. No. Wait. It seems Miquella tricked me with her feminine charms into burning the brambles and freeing her so she could be with her one true love, Redon. Betrayed by both my soulmate and my brother in arms, I was left with but one option: kill them both while holding the strongest Moog known to man. That's right, gentlemen, it's time for another montage. Please enjoy these complimentary visual aids to improve your viewing experience.
Access granted.
In just 116 tries, I'd succeeded in killing both Redon and Miquella. Strangely, in the center of the arena now rested a glowing golden orb. Is this the way home? Only one way to know. Wait. What? Once again, huge thank you to War Thunder for sponsoring this video. Play for free today on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox using my link in the pinned comment and description. New players or those that haven't played in 6 months will also receive a massive bonus pack that includes multiple premium vehicles, in-game currency, and much more. Available only for a limited time, so don't miss out. Before we go, if you liked the content, please consider subscribing. If you don't, I'll find you. Also, follow me on Twitch if you want to see live unscripted content, as I'm starting streaming in September. As always, huge shout out and thank you to this month's patrons, and I'll see you in the next video.